So good morning to all the viewers and listeners who are watching MCC MCL League here at MCC grounds, where MCC Masters are MCC Masters versus MCC Tigers is the match currently in progress. A steady start, you can say, for MCC Masters. We are into the fourth over. They already got a boundary. Slight delay just because of lack of connectivity here. So we will get the live updates from this point onwards. So he is a left arm orthodox spinner. You can see there is a turn. There is definitely a turn on the surface. Although in the first 2-3 deliveries that he delivered the ball slightly on the leg side, where there was ample of time opportunity for the batsman to rock onto the back foot and play that pull shot in the backward square leg region. Webber has played at the highest level, so he knows how to go about the proceedings when the pitch is slightly slow, the ball is coming slow off the deck. 29 for 1. We are into the fourth over, and spinners are already into the attack. Balkrishna Odarkar was into the attack in the second over, and now they have got Vikram Gaitonde, who's definitely a good bowler. So already picked up a wicket. Getting the wicket off the very first ball, Vikram Gaitonde. But after that, I think he has missed his line and length a bit, especially for the left-hander. That's normally the case. Many a times we have seen when the left-handers come into the attack, especially against the left-arm orthodox or the leggies, and they tend to be a little awry. You can see that the ball is coming slow, trying to get a single there, which was absolutely not found. Pretty good calling here from Vaibhav as well. You know exactly that the ball was close to the bowler himself, who could have run out at the non-striker's end. So smart piece of calling from the non-striker's end. This is a beautiful delivery. This is a beautiful delivery, and it's out. This is absolutely a jeffer. This is a perfect ball where he tossed the ball into the eyelid of the batsman, asking the batsman to come and drive me, and then the rest of the work has been done by the keeper behind the wickets. A fantastic delivery to get second wicket here for MCC Tigers. So now after the fall of Dr. Sarvesh Kamath, here comes the twin brother Dr. Satyesh Kamath. So the captain Anup Sarkar is back along with Dr. Sarvesh Kamath. Both the openers are back in the hut through good piece of bowling, and it's both the wickets falling in the same over against the left arm orthodox. So that's the reason why Vikram Gaitonde was the go-to man in the auctions for most of the teams, because they know the left-arm orthodox, when he turns the ball, is very, very effective, especially at wicket here in MCC Margao. So now they have got those 2 wickets, early breakthroughs, and now they will try to break in the middle order. Appeal here, yeah, not a convincing one though. Maybe the ball must have pitched outside the leg stump. That seems to be the thought in the umpire's mind. You can see there clearly he's bowling from over the wicket, and to get the ball in the line of the stumps, you need to get the ball in swinging towards the left hander. So you need to pitch it somewhere around the leg stump or maybe the middle stump, and then try to get the ball back in. So that is a very, very difficult scenario for a right arm bowler. You need to get the swing, otherwise it's difficult. This time nicely punched away down the ground. Maybe trying to bowl a full length ball. He never intended to bowl a full toss there, but sometimes it happens. You try to do something and something else happens. But just a single taken down the ground, 30 for 2. And now the job left with both Weber and Dr. Satish Kamath is to resurrect the innings. Although a decent start, you cannot stay a very big start by the openers, but a steady start nevertheless from Dr. Sarvesh Kamath and the captain Anup Kursadkar. And now from this point onwards, the middle order has to take the game slowly deep. Oh, he's cleaned him up. He has cleaned him up. Has absolutely no clue where the ball was going. He has broken the defensive of Dr. Sarvesh Kamath. You can see there clearly in the replay. The ball was pitching full ball. The ball came sharply in. There was a big gap between the bat and the pad, and he's cleaned him up. So the Masters are definitely not liking it. There is a slight movement, and now they will be definitely under pressure after third wicket fallen here. Dr. Satish Kamath is back in the pavilion, 30 for 3. So in a spot of bother here, MCC Masters, after that third wicket going down. Already when the toss won by Balkrishna Hadarkar of MCC Tigers, he very well knew, or they must have discussed in the dressing room regarding what the decision will be. And they will have clearly thought that it's going to be bowling. Maybe slight dew factor is there, but it affects more in sort of the bowlers. But chasing nowadays in T20 format is the go-to thing for most of the captains and the team management. And here comes Rajaram Kundekar. They were desperate to go after this man in the auctions, and here it is, first time facing Vikrant Prabhu. He is bowling nicely over here, Vikrant. And one thing that what I've seen of the captain Balkrishna Hadarkar, he's rotating his bowlers. He's not allowing the batsmen to get affirmative to any of the bowlers around. Not try to get a feel of what the surface is doing. So keep rotating. Balkrishna Hadarkar himself bowled one over. Then he got Gaitonde bowling at the same side, same end. So it's like 10 overs bowling from this end, then the next 10 overs from that end. As it saves a lot of time to set the field. Otherwise, takes a lot of time when the fielders tend to go from this end to that end. I was there almost at 9:15, 9 o'clock, and I just had a look at the ground. There was a slight dew early in the morning, which must have fallen by the time last night. Oh, this is absolutely fantastic bowling. Fantastic over here from Vikrant Prabhu. Got a wicket as well, and considered just 1 run of the over. MCC Tigers are all over at the moment against MCC Masters. Is 30 for 3 in 5 overs. So now the end has shifted, the end has changed. Just a while ago talking about 10 overs change, so it looks to be 5 overs change. After every 5 overs the end changes, and now it's Vikram Gaitonde. He's going to bowl from the far end. Very good bowler. You can see now he has understood what he was doing. He was bowling from around the wicket to the left-hander Vaibhav Naik, and he was slightly on the shorter side. And Vaibhav had got a boundary as well of the slightly shorter ball that was pitched by Vikram Gaitonde. But now he is bowling from over the wicket and seems to be more comfortable against the left-handers. But that round-the-wicket ploy will continue against the right-handers where he has been successful enough, especially getting rid of Anup Kudsarkar and Dr. Sarvesh Kamath, two of his picks in the day. This time played off the back foot in the covers region for a single, and that seems to be the role now of Rajaram Kundekar, and he is very well versed, equipped with that singles, doubles. He knows how to go about the proceedings, plays a lot of cricket, not only here but also at different leagues. So playing steady from the other end, especially giving company to Vaibhav, becomes more so important now. This time driven nicely, slightly fuller. One thing I've noticed of Vikram Gaitonde, he's quite comfortable against the right-handers. When he's bowling the right-handers, his length is perfect. He is asking the batters to drive me in front, bowling fuller, bowling slightly slower in the air. But when it comes to the left-hander, maybe sometimes that factor works, that I'm working like an off-spinner against the left-hander. Oh, that was a quicker one. That was a quicker one. That was the one that came with the arm, a straighter one. Very well kept by the keeper. Rajaram Kundekar trying to come in front, but he was deceived by that ball from the bowler. Oh, what kind of a delivery. It's a cobra spin here at MCC. He was trying to play a leg glance shot for a single, cheeky single on the leg side, and he just turned turtles. You can see that, lot of turn. Both slow in the air. You should give credit to the bowler as well. Bowling is slow in the air, trying to get the ball a turn. It's not easy with the dew that is into effect, but I think slowly and steadily with the sun coming in, the dew factor is also go off. Oh, that was a quicker one. That was once again is trying to be one up against Rajaram Kundekar. Is trying to bowl flighters. Sometimes that one that comes with the arm, and the single will finish over number 6 is 34 for 3. So in comes Siddesh Alvekar from the far end. They have been very good. They have been tight. They are bowling on a tight leash, not giving too many loose deliveries for the batters. Not too much of room given to any of the batters around. Just one or two odd deliveries, bowling slightly shorter. But I think that's okay in the part of the game. Oh, once again, was that an inside edge there? Was there an inside edge? It was a difficult take nevertheless for the keeper. and applauded that effort from all the teammates. Akhil Gaitonde. So Akhil Gaitonde diving towards the left hand side. The ball was not in the air for a long time. It was dipping down, and he used his left gloves to take that catch, but it was always difficult. Good effort nevertheless from the keeper. Certainly the bowling is working very well here. They are bowling in the right area. Siddesh Alvekar, I was there at the auctions yesterday of Goa Veterans Cricket Association, and he was picked for quite a good prize. Siddesh Alvekar, you can see there he's bowling well against Vaibhav as well, and he's very strong customer. I have seen him he's a strongly built, and he gets that force, he gets the power in the last stride. Pretty decent pace as well, and bowls according to where the fielders are being placed. You can see nicely played straight to the man, and they're getting the single. Venkat is the man at the backward of point region. Slight hesitation there between Rajaram Kundekar and Vaibhav Naik for a moment, but then Rajaram was at a dangerous end, and he scampered through in the end. Had to scamper, although a slightly weaker throw from Venkat, but never mind. Single was taken. Takes the score to 36 for 3. 7th over. This was nicely played. Wonderful sound of the willow. There is a man in the deep. Played at long off region. They may be thinking about the second. I don't think so. There was a second there. Vaibhav is a calm and composed character. He has played at the highest levels, so he knows very well this is not the time to give a wicket in the form of run out. So just try and settle down ourselves, get involved in the partnership is going to be the mantra here of both these batters. Once again, flicked away nicely, bowling wicket to wicket. A slight fumble, you can see there, slight fumble. They knew that there was a slightly weak arm fielder in the deep mid-wicket region, so quick to pounce onto that. That's a slight glitch in the field costing an additional run. And his 7 overs gone, is 39 for 3. Up, and that's exactly what has happened over there. You can see the second ball was right on the mark, perfectly pitched up delivery, right areas, just around. This will be played at MCC, but that's at a later end, so you can imagine that fielding needs to be very strong of any of the teams if you need to go and enter into the qualifiers. Once again, not moving the feet, not going outside the crease. He knew that Balkrishna Darkar is in a very good form of late, picking up the wickets in different tournaments that he plays, and also picking up the player of the match award as well for his 3 wickets in the first match. Balkrishna Darkar doing very well in batting and bowling department as a captain for MCC Tigers. So Rajaram Kundekar very well knows that I just cannot go down the track against this man. So trying to keep the back foot inside that crease. Once again, down the ground. This time Vaibhav not looking for the couple there. Maybe a good fielder down in the deep. It should be Siddesh Alvekar there. He's a strong man. He is not going to give a couple of runs straight in his hands. So Vaibhav has definitely marked his man. He exactly knows when to pick the couple, when to pick the singles. And he's the one that is going to call the shots here as far as the running between the wickets is concerned, or whenever they want to up the ante as far as scoring is concerned. Oh, what a delivery! That's an absolutely cracker. Magnificent from Balkrishna Darkar. He has got rid of the danger man Vaibhav Naik in his defenses. He was into the defense. He's one of the best defensive players, you can say, Vaibhav Naik, and he has absolutely shattered that off stump. The timber is broken. Wow. A beautifully flighted ball. He is ecstatic. He is joyous. Why not? This is an important wicket here, and a breakthrough given by Balkrishna Darkar. And fourth wicket down. Vaibhav Naik back in the pavilion. So all the bowlers of MCC Tigers are doing a fabulous job picking up the wickets and not allowing any of the batters to involve in a good partnership. No partnership of any sorts apart from the openers who get into their 20s. After that, wickets have fallen in regular intervals, you can say. And the key wicket, you can definitely say, was Vaibhav Naik, who has got the knack of picking up those 30 pluses, 35 plus score more often than not. But today, I think it was a failure from his part. He keeps high standard for himself, but I think that ball was a magnificent one. Picked up the wrong line. That because the flight was so good from Balkrishna Darkar that he had to do something to maybe trying to come down the track, but the bowlers were bowling so well, and he was under the pressure as a batting unit. It makes difficult now, even more difficult for the batters of MCC Masters. Somebody needs to get them out of the clutches here, clutches of the bowlers who are bowling tightly, who are bowling well. And if you don't bog yourself down a little bit, try to get just the singles, keep the scoreboard rotating along. Maybe someone can go after the bowling, trying to put the pressure back again on the bowlers. Looks to be difficult. It's all about mentality. Sometimes whenever we see international players playing, if the 4 or 5 wickets are lost, one of the batters try to go after the bowlers, trying to pressurize the captain of the opposite side, and also the bowlers trying to keep them away from the lengths that they are bowling. But here, these are all mostly non-professional players, and they are not playing continuously, so the touch of the game is not there. Although they are practicing well in the nets, but nets and on the field is quite a different field altogether. But it's one of the best tournaments in Goa, definitely. MCL, very well organized for the members of MCC. Slightly short. Venkat coming back into the attack. Trying to bowl the leggies here, Venkat. Not consistent as far as the other bowlers are concerned, Vikram Gaitonde or for that matter Balkrishna Odarkar. But he can definitely surprise you. He can definitely surprise you, Venkat. He can bowl that one good delivery in that over that can get rid of your wicket. So you need to be very aware of that. Cannot lose your concentration against any of the bowlers. It's 9 gone, 47 for 4. Once again, cross-batted heave here, and Siddhit Raiturkar comes into the attack. So they are rotating the bowler. They're just bowling one over from most of the bowlers. First it was Siddesh Alvekar bowling, Vikram Gaitonde, then Balakrishna Odarkar. Now it is Siddhit Raiturkar. So they are changing the bowlers every now and then. There seems to be a ploy, and a definite ploy. Is not that is taken on the field. Maybe the captain and the think tank have decided prior to the match, or might be that is a strategy of entire tournament for MCC Tigers. You've seen many a times Rohit Sharma in T20 as captain has done this. Hardik Pandya for that matter. Oh, that's absolutely a wrong shot. Absolutely wrong shot. He was trying that shot for quite some time, but this time it was not that length. Once again trying to go for a cross-batted heave in the mid-wicket region, and once again another one perishes. The spinners are coming and taking wickets. Another new bowler comes, Siddhit, and Siddhit also picks up the wicket, and MCC Masters are losing the plot in this game. 49 for 5. This time, Siddhit continues. So Dr. Prasad Ghode has come to give company to Iftikhar Aga. More than a spot of bother now for MCC Masters. 49 for 5 in the 10th over. A partnership, definitely a partnership for in the next 5-6 overs. Otherwise, they will be struggling to get towards the 100-run mark as well. The bowling is so good from most of the bowlers that is making life difficult for any of the batters. Dr. Prasad Ghode is known to be a very street smart cricketer. He knows to rotate the strike, get the singles going. But he would have liked himself to come in another 5-6 overs. He has come a lot early than he would have expected. This time slash it hard, and he's exactly done that. The pace was provided by the bowler, and Dr. Prasad Ghode is slashing hard, finding the gap in the backward of point and short tournament region, and getting himself a boundary. So boundary coming after a long time here for MCC Master, and it's 50 up as well for MCC Masters. 53 for 5 in the or after the completion of 10 overs. So change of ends here for Venkat. After 5 overs, every 5 overs, the end rotates here. And Venkat, let's see how Venkat bowls from this end. This is too wide, too wide. He's bowling more wide outside off stump. Whether as far as leg spinners are concerned, you should be concentrating more on wicket to wicket, where even the LBW chance come into effect. But MCC Masters at this moment are under so much of pressure. They knew that the bowlers, especially the slow bowlers, are going to be effective on this wicket. And it's not that they have played some wrong shots, it's that the bowling has been top class. They bowled more deliveries in that good length areas where it is troublesome for the batters to know where it is to come on the front foot or onto the back foot. And they have been struggling with their footwork more often than not. Even that one delivery of Vikrant Prabhu as well, that swung in nicely to Dr. Satyesh Kamath. A late swing that was, and difficult for anyone to counter that. Very well driven here, Dr. Prasad Ghode. So they'll be happy by rotating the strike, taking the singles. Venkat, as far as length and line is concerned, is not as consistent compared to the other bowlers around. But I told you, he can be surprising. He can surprise you with one good delivery. Once again, slightly shorter, but he's bowling that quicker as well. A lot of options here for MCC Tigers captain Balkrishna Hodarkar. He knew that spinners are going to be effective. Also in the auctions, he was, or their owners were trying to go for the more spinners. Full toss ball, played nicely in the gap, but don't seem so there is enough power, enough punch in the shot from Dr. Prasad Ghode. Certainly good enough to get a couple of runs. This time, oh, that was in the air for a while, but nicely timed, nicely played, finds the gap. Second boundary here for Prasad Gode in his innings so far. This was a full toss ball, but it needed to be put away, and he finds the gap. Siddhit Raidurka tried his hard to get his right hand towards the ball, but it was always in the gap. No chance. So 4 runs to end and finish that over number 11 is 63 for 5. Uh, so in comes Siddhit. Siddhit bowling his second over. Change of hands for him as well. Venkat also bowled 1 over from the far end, and so has Siddhit. So both bowlers are bowling that second over from this end, from the pavilion end, getting the single. And Iftikhar Aga. I know this man for quite some years now. This time in the air, maybe not much a forceful shot. Just wanted to play down the ground for a single. But Iftikhar Aga, I was coming to that point where I know him for quite a few years, that he has been playing for Lawyers tournament, at Oki's tournament has been organized, and also at big leagues and MCC as well. And many of the tournaments I've seen him playing. He's a cheeky player. He will rotate the strike. He'll get those singles and doubles going, and whenever there is an opportunity, he will definitely use his long handle. Very good cricketer, you can say. He can do this all day long, trying to get a couple of runs here. He knows there is a weak arm of Balakrishna Adarkar, and second run was comfortably made. This is exactly what Iftikhar Aga is known for, and that's why we love this game. Well, it's not a tennis ball cricket where you just have to go hammer and tongs against all the bowlers. There is a steady game as well in the middle. Although it's 20 overs, you need to play those 20 overs. You need to play those 120 deliveries for your side, and that's where you can get the maximum total on the board. Once again, he played nicely. The feet are moving nicely. He's gauging the length well, and whenever there is a ball pitched up, he will go onto the front foot. And this time he knew that it was a quicker one, just trying to play a late cut. 3 men are placed at the backward of point region. One in the gully, one in the short third, and one in the backward of point region. And maybe they know the strengths and weaknesses of the players who are playing at MCL. This time nicely played, very nicely played here by Dr. Prasad Gode, and with the pace of the ball, it's definitely a boundary. And he's playing a wonderful innings here. At a time when he had come onto the wickets, they were struggling, MCC Masters, but Dr. Prasad Gode is giving them a glimmer of hope here. Yes, this is the third boundary for him, and he is playing very well on to this wicket where most of the batters have struggled. One more over gone, is 12 gone, 71 for 5. This time starting the new over, and is Venkat going to continue? As you know that, or many of the followers of MCL League should know that a bowler is allowed to bowl only 3 overs. So you got to use a minimum of 7 bowlers in your 20 overs. This time, once again, nice bit of batting here. Beautiful batting from Dr. Prasad Gode. He's looked in no trouble whatsoever on this wicket from the time he has come onto the crease. He's playing free-flowing cricket. And Iftikhar also giving him company, trying to get the singles and getting him more on strike. This time it was quicker. And the problem was it was outside off stump. It was on the wicket. He could have got maybe a single. Kept slightly low as well. Keeping has been very good so far from MCC Tigers and Akhil Gaitonde. This time, very well fielded, but half stop. Cannot stop a single from the batters. So far, 2 singles in this over. And I told that if there is no partnership here of good substance, then they will be struggling to get 100. But here, Dr. Prasad Gode is playing his shots. And I think it's the right approach. There is no point in getting 90 or 100 where there is hardly any pressure on the bowling unit when they come onto bat to chase this down. So you should get somewhere around more than 120, 130, 135 where you get an opportunity for your bowlers to bowl something at. Oh, that was a full toss ball. Should be a no ball. Looks to be. We have to wait for the leg umpire signal here. Yeah, it's above the waist height, no ball. That's the problem with Venkat. I told you he's slightly inconsistent with his line and length, and this time it was above the waist height, and it's going to be an opportunity for Dr. Prasad Gode. Going to be a free hit. Let's see where he chooses his field. He can definitely go at down the ground if the ball is pitched fuller. Has played it well, but not timed it that well enough. So Sahil Adwalpalkar collects the ball and restricts the batter to just a single. Venkat will be happy. That was a free hit and he just restricts the batters to a single. Dr. Prasad Gode is playing a fine innings where he is on 19 of just 11 balls. Iftikhar playing on 10 of just 14 after 13, 78 for 5. A change in bowling attack. Mangirish Kunde has been brought into the keeper is Mangirish Kunde and bowler is Siddhit. So Mangirish Kunde is going to keep behind the wickets and Siddhit is going to continue. Getting the single, a full toss ball played on the deep by Dr. Prasad Gode. This was one that was pitched slower. Siddhit, if you can see his run up, many a times I've seen some of the leagues try to bowl quickly into their run up. Some bowl, some come very slowly into their delivery stride. Some just jogging and down the leg side, very well left here by Dr. Prasad Gode. Takes the score to 81. They are moving into the 80s now, going at around 6 runs per over. This time, very nicely played. You can see he was trying to get onto the front foot, but then he saw that trajectory was not there onto the front foot, so he waited for the ball, allowed the ball to come onto the bat and just nudged it around with the leg lance for a single. This is smart batting here. Very smart batting from Iftikhar Aga. Should be a couple of runs, but good piece of fielding from Sahil Audal-Palkar. A quick legs there. He moved in quickly and cut that angle. Didn't go running behind the ball. Just cut that angle, going straight and then restricting the batters to just a single. So I'm trying to drive. No says now. It was always no from Iftikhar Aga. He never intended to get a single. Maybe he thought that it's going straight to the fielder, and he was there at the danger's end. So he was absolutely right as far as calling is concerned. He had to reach at the danger end. And those are not the quick legs now after so much of cricket being played by the same for over the years. Very nicely coming onto the track, finding the gap, but that is a fielder at the long off region. To see the position, they have placed the fielder slightly wider, not straighter. That's exactly where Prasad Gode has played his shots down the ground. Single to finish over number 14, 84 for 5. This is the best partnership of the innings so far for MCC Masters, where Iftikhar Aga playing on 12 of 16, playing a steady knock, and Dr. Prasad Gode is going at a good strike rate, almost a strike rate of 140, 150. That's considered a very good strike rate in a situation, in the context of the match where they were struggling in the middle of the overs. After 10 overs, they were struggling to get even 50. 5 wickets were lost, and then the partnership of So partnership of 35 runs. So last wicket had fallen on 49. That is the 5th wicket that was fallen of Rajaram Kondekar. And then both these batters have steadied the ship for MCC Masters. So now MCC Masters will be slightly comfortable than they were there maybe 5 hours ago. They knew that Prasad Gode is playing well along with his partner Iftikhar Aga. This is the moment. This is the moment where Dr. Prasad Gode has to decide whether he's going to go after the bowling. Looks to be going, and this is in the air, slightly short. If anyone would have taken that, would have caught that, is going to be Siddesh Alvekar. He's very quick, but still, sometimes not timing the ball is also a blessing in disguise. That's exactly Dr. Prasad Gode must be feeling there. This is a good shot, but he could not find a gap. He thought if Tikaraga that he found a gap. So they are trying to up the ante here. They are trying to play their shots. They are trying to get quick runs, and why not? They know that it's a very good, strong batting order of MCC Tigers. They need to post somewhere around 135, 140 at least to trouble this batting order of MCC Tigers. This time, a slight misfield. Very nicely driven down the ground. A bowler in his bowling mark. Akhil Gaitonde, who was keeping all the while, now has been given the job to bowl. So is Mangirish Kunde, who is with the gloves in his hand. And they want to move for the couple there. Dr. Prasad Gode is running without his bat on. Dropped his bat at the striker's hand, but he knew that there was a chance of a second, and they are not losing any opportunity to strengthen the score. 89 for 5 in the 15th over. I saw Angad Panginkar as well as warming up. He can use the long hander very well, can hit those big ones. They feel, that's a good shot. I see Siddesh Alvekar. He can get just a single. He's very quick. I thought that he has timed the ball well. He's really timed well, but did not have that much of power behind. It might not has that much of legs to go across the fence. So it's just a single, but the score is definitely getting a good shape. 90 for 5 in 15. So in comes the captain of the side, MCC Tigers, Balkrishna Orarkar. Nicely played off the back foot. Well, last 30 balls, how much they can get in 30 balls? Maybe around 45, 50 they will be thinking. That will get them to 135, 140. Yeah, maybe that's the first target in the mind. It's not going to be easy against Balkrishna Orarkar and Vikram Gaitonde, who has got 1 over left. Playing down the track. Are they thinking of a couple here? It's always going to clear him. Not a. So 3 singles of the first 3 deliveries so far. Trying to play the shot, but they are not getting the boundaries that they are looking for at the moment. This time, Yorked himself, but played very well down the ground. Balkrishna Adarkar will also be very happy that although they are trying, but he is still keeping them at bay, not trying to give them that loose balls where it will give them a boundary. This time, full toss ball converted into a full toss coming down the track. Just a couple of steps, and once again another single. So all singles in this over so far is 96 for 5. Balkrishna Adarkar finishes his spell with 1 for 19, 16 gone, 96 for 5. Oh, Prasad Gode is trying a sky shot, a scoop shot, you can say, trying to use the pace of the bowler and just chipping it behind the wickets for maybe a couple or maybe a boundary. It's a difficult shot. This time played nicely. Maybe thinking of a couple there, but good fielders are placed. Quick throw. That's absolutely no chance of couple there. Such a wonderful throw straight back to the bowler, and Dr. Prasad Gode is run out. But he has definitely played his part. A wonderful innings from Dr. Prasad Gode comes to an end, where he has given them a glimmer of hope for the bowlers and for the team to play with something. 97 for 6. So in comes Angat Panginkar. You can see that the intent right from the word go. Just come in, not trying to see what the wicket is doing. Maybe a single trying to get at the non-strikers and run quickly. That should have been the ploy, but he is using his long handle. This is in the air. This is in the air. Might be a 6 runs. Oh, that's a big one. That's exactly what I said. Angat Panginkar is very well known. He is not bothered about where the ball is going to be pitched. He is going to go hammer and tongs. This was right in his slot. You can see the power of this man. 100 up with that 6 for MCC Masters. 104 for 6 in the 17th over. These 3 overs can be very, very crucial. If Angad can play the next 3 overs, this is definitely going to be 140 past. You can see the fear now. You can see the fear now from the bowler. He knows that you cannot bowl in his arc, in his slot. He is going to use all his might and power. So he's bowling to bowl slightly wide and in return conceding an extra. Once again, good shot. They are giving the pace as well. They feel that by bowling pace, he might trying to play a wrong shot, maybe a age, and get himself out. But he is also smart as well, playing nicely, getting the momentum now. MCC Masters 106 for 6 in 17 overs. So Vikrant Prabhu to bowl his last over of his allotted quota of 3 overs per bowler. And he's going to be the big man, the strong man. Angad Penginkar is going to be on strike. We already seen one mammoth strike from this man. Can he score some lusty blows at the end of this innings? Oh, that's quick here. That's very quick from Vikrant Prabhu. And that's the reason why there is a change in bowling. They know that if you bowl a spinner at this age where he can use his might and power, there's going to be more runs. There's going to be leaking runs. So good change of bowling. Good thinking here from Balakrishna Darkar as a captain to get the quick bowler bowling from the far end. So again, this is top class bowling. Not bowling in his slot, just bowling slightly wide, bowling that little slower ball as well. I don't think so that was a quicker one. Change of pace. He's trying to keep the batsman under the gauging here, Vikrant Prabhu. Trying to see what's coming. This is a 3/4 length here, not in the slot, not a full length ball. Once again, look at the pace. No answer there. No answer absolutely to these deliveries. He's just going cross-batted, heaves, and no answer to that top-class bowling from Vikrant. Vikrant, mind you, not only plays here but also plays in the all Goa level municipality and panchayat level cricket tournaments for Ponda municipality as well. So he knows how to bowl against such batters. Again, see he has bowled it towards his body line. Angad is not getting that swing now. He's not getting the swing of the bat. Just getting a single. So this is very, very good here from the captain of Tigers and also the bowler who knew his job. Keeping Angad at non-striker's end will certainly do the job. Just getting a single so far of the first 4 balls. Not easy, mind you, against Angad Penginkar. This time is going to be Iftikhar Agha, who is not going to go for those big shots. His job is to play till the end, just get the strike to Angad Penginkar, and just hope that Angad Penginkar gets some boundaries here in the last 13 deliveries that are left. 108 for 6. 17.3. 17.5 in fact. You can see a big appeal there from behind the wickets. Umpire unmoved, unfazed by that appeal. It's just 2 runs of the over. Excellent bowling from the fast bowler from Ponda, who is playing for Tigers at MCL League. Vikrant Prabhu, 18 gone, 108 for 6. So Siddesh Alvekar starting the penultimate over, the 19th over, with a wide and extra. MCC Masters will take anything at this stage. Each and every run will matter to them at this stage. Now once again, yeah, just getting the singles. Not getting that over of 12-15, which they will be hoping for to get towards 130, 135. This man can definitely do it. Angad Panirkar, you can see the height, it's almost 6'5", and also that bat looks very small in his hands. A powerful man. This time an outside edge. Yes, Siddesh Alvekar is very happy. He knew exactly where to bowl to him. Not bowl wicket to wicket and bowl that good length area. Just trying to bowl wide. He has that shot. He especially plays that regular shot in the mid wicket region where he gets the power. But they have bowled exceedingly well, especially the fast bowlers, and got rid of the danger man who could have got them towards 130 marks. So 110 for 7, and the fast bowlers are doing the job at the fag end of the innings for Tigers. This time down the leg side should be a wide. Difficult for the keeper to collect that ball. And one more to the extras column. So 2 to the total, 112. 10 balls left. They will be very, very happy if they get towards 130 as well. If he has done very well as far as chipping away with the singles is concerned, he has rotated the strike. But when it comes to using the power, I think it's going to be difficult for Ifti to get the big ones. This time, once again, he finds the fielder. He's very good in the middle. The middle overs were ruled very well by the spinners of Tigers, and the fag end is the fast bowlers. You can see here just a single. They are doing the job in the singles at the moment. One more good over from Siddesh Alvekar. They are not getting the boundary they are just searching for, and it's all singles at the moment for MCC Masters. 19 gone, 115 for 7. Oh, that's a good shot. Might be a 6 runs. And that's the shot that Ifti was waiting. Cracking shot. Beautiful swing of the bat from Iftikhar Aga. And that has got the ball rolling here for Masters. They were telling Iftikhar Aga, go after the bowling. He has moved into the 30s with that big shot. This time, will he be going for the couple there? Siddhant says is going to be just a single. Magnificent innings from Iftikhar Aga so far. I was there at the auctions of Goa Veterans Cricket Association. Iftikhar Aga was there. He went for a pretty good amount because the owners knew the value of this man. Oh, still the ball is turning. Just a point to ponder upon is whether Vikram Gaitonde should have bowled in the maybe 12th or 13th or 14th over, where there was a partnership being built. They have kept a good bowler to bowl the last over. Oh, and guess the read of Siddhant Amonkar. That was a quicker one here. And guess the third man, the third big scalp for Vikrant Gaitonde. That was a quicker one. You can see that feet movement slightly slower, much slower than would have expected Siddhant Amonkar. These are the times where you use the long handle. You try to get as much boundaries and sixes as possible in the last over. And it's going to be a wicket here for Vikram Gaitonde. So Vallabh Kudalkar. And I think if they must have told this, just try to get a single instead of going for the big shot. 123. Can if they finish it off with a 6? If he gets a 6, the target will be 130, which will be a pretty decent total. I won't say that's a very good total, but decent total to fight something for if they get early wickets. Once again, a good shot. This time certainly Vallabh Kudalkar will be taking the risk and going for the couple there. The throw was right on the stumps next to the wickets, and Vikram Gaitonde just collects the ball and removes the bail, and there goes the 9th wicket as well for MCC Masters. But a great innings from Iftikhar Aga should be applauded by all the teammates. When he comes back into the dressing room, he has given them a glimmer of hope, at least got them to a total where they feel, yes, we can fight for this total. 124 is what they have posted on the board. MCC Masters 125 is the target set for the Tigers by Masters in this game. Let's see the run chase in a short while. But before that, I'll just get along with the scoring chart and how the game has gone. It was struggling as far as the batting is concerned. Anup Sarkar got 13. 8 of 10 for Dr. Sarvesh Kamath. Vaibhav Naik looked good at the start, but then he got read by Balkrishna Hodarkar with a absolute beautiful delivery. Then Dr. Satyesh Kamath went for a golden duck. Rajaram Kundekar went as well. They were 49 for 5. And then there came the partnership between Iftikhar Aga and Dr. Prasad Gode, where both of them played good innings with a strike rate of more than 100. and that Angat Pangidkar trying to use the good handle. So that's the reason why they could post a total of 124 for 9. Very, very good bowling, you can say, from most of the bowlers of MCC Tigers, especially Vikram Gaitonde, who was the pick of the bowlers with 3 wickets for him. 1 wicket for Vikrant Prabhu, 1 for Balkrishna Odarkar, who was very decent and economical. Siddesh Prabhu Alvekar as well, 1 wicket for him. Vikram Gaitonde, I told you, pick of the bowlers, 3 wickets for 19. Venkatesh, that is Venkat, has no wickets, but also economical. So other bowlers were also economical as far as the bowling of Tigers is concerned, and that's the reason they restricted a pretty good batting order of MCC Masters to just 124. And now we'll see the run chase in a short while when the batters of Tigers come on the field. Here we go to see the run chase of 125 runs. 124 has been posted by the Masters. And Siddhant Amonkar with the ball in his hand from the pavilion end. Very nicely driven here by the left-hander. Just a slight fumble, but they will be somebody looking for the second. A couple of runs. This is poor fielding here from the Masters. Well, Agan Paigidkar, they cannot be relaxed. They cannot give an extra run. They are posted just 124. Not the start that they will be looking for in the fielding. Akhil Gaitonde and Balkrishna Odarkar. The openers out in the middle. Very nicely played by Akhil Gaitonde. Played with soft hands. Having a look at the field, watching the captain Anup Kutsarkar almost in the third slip for the left-hander. Just for that one, sometimes the ball is pitched up and the batter, especially the left-hander, trying to drive the ball wide. When the ball is pitched wider, they want to go for that, and it might be going towards the third slip. They must have looked after the reviews or the stroke play of Akhil Gaitonde. And now it's the captain Balkrishna Odarkar on strike, who is in pretty good nick in this year's MCL season. Not only with the ball, but also with the bat. It's a very different field. I'll get back to that after this ball has been bowled. Catch has been dropped. Is it a dropped chance? Having a look at that field, there is a deep third man and the fine leg. There's orthodox, but there is a short covers. Now one man in the point. There is a short extra cover as well. A packed offside field. Oh, that's poor bowling here. Poor bowling. The reason I would say poor bowling is he has got 7 men on the offside, just 2 men on the leg side. And if you can bowl down the leg side, it becomes an easy shot. 2 runs will be easily taken. If times the ball the better, then 4 runs are also there for the taking. Can't bowl on the leg side with such field. So now that ball down the leg side prompted a field change. That puts an additional pressure on the bowlers, especially when you are putting such a field where 7 fielders on the offside. What happens is when the bowler, especially the fast bowler with the new ball trying to come and bowl, he had to bowl wide outside the off stump. He cannot bowl wicket to wicket, or he cannot bowl on his legs or on the stumps. Because if the batter is good enough to play on the leg sides, he can chip in away in the square leg and mid wicket region for those couples and the boundaries. That becomes a hard field for the bowlers. Sometimes many of the bowlers, or even in international format, are not comfortable with the 7-2 field being placed by the bowler. Now it's much more better. There's a fielder in the short mid wicket region. Nicely clipped away. This is exactly the reason I said there will be easy couple of runs when he's bowling close to his legs or of the hips. They are not looking pretty good in the field, not active in the field, lackluster at the moment. At the start itself, if the fielding was good, Angad could have restricted the batters, left-hander Akhil, to a single maybe at the most, but they got a couple. And now this was a couple runs, but the throw was not good. Not you can say not active throw, but a passive throw from the bowler. Well, the intent should be very positive. Even though the score on the board is not a big one, but the intent should be positive. You should feel that you can defend this. If in the minds you can't defend it, you cannot defend it on the field. It's always the mind that plays the game in the field of cricket. You are thinking your plans, how you are going to bowl to a particular batter, how you are going to set the field. All that body language as well plays a very important role. If your mind does not think positive about 124, you can never defend it. 1 over gone is 7 without loss. Dr. Sarvesh Kamath. Sarvesh Kamath with the new ball. The reason is he swings the ball, gets the outswingers going. We have to be, we have to see whether there is a swing here or not at this. Yeah, still there is a swing, but it's slow swing. He's lost a bit of pace in the last 3-4 years. Dr. Sarvesh Kamath just to bowl with little more pace, and with more pace, the batter does not get time to adjust themselves with the swing. We've seen many a times with good paces. Praveen Kumar, who used to swing both ways. Bhuvneshwar Kumar as well, getting the swing in with the early ball. Sarvesh Kamath as well gets that outswinger going. You can see that banana swing from him, but slightly slow. So as a batter, you get time to adjust yourself and play the ball late. Now it will be an in-swinger to the left-hander, Akhil Gaitonde. Got short third. Backward of point region, a short covers, a short extra cover rather, and a mid off. You can see wide down the leg side, left and right hand combination. The bowler missing the mark, going down the leg side. This could have been a good ball to the right hander, but a bad ball to the left hander. They placed Rajaram Kundekar at long on the region. If the left-hander trying to come down the track for a big shot. No. Can't bowl, can't give easy runs here. No hard work, absolutely, with those two balls for the batter. He knew that is going to be two extras. Easy runs given away with the new ball. Oh, no. These are 4 runs here without doing anything. They have not even touched the bat onto the ball, and they got 4 easy runs. That's because of the left and right hand combination, bowling from around the wicket at this stage, Dr. Sarvesh Kamath. The score has moved on to 12. Just 1 ball has been bowled, 5 runs given away. Now Balakrishna Odalkar will be on strike. Captain is trying to set a field, but if the bowlers are bowling on both sides of the wicket, it's going to be difficult to set a field for this bowling, especially with the new ball where is quite new, and definitely if the ball is timed well, it is going to go for the boundaries, for the fence. Is it down the leg side? We have to see the signal from the umpire whether it is off the pads. Going for the couple there. Off the bat. Inconsistent line and length here from Dr. Sarvesh Kamath. 14 already on the board without any trouble. Not even a single boundary of the bat so far. But they are going at a good pace. This is a full toss ball. Oh, this is poor fielding. This is poor fielding from the fielder. The ball was a full toss one, but I think he should have been stopped. He should have put his hand instead of the legs, and 4 runs given away. Dr. Satyesh Kamath, the fielder over there, he will not be very happy with the performance there. He could have stopped it easily, but Balkrishna Odarkar will be saying thank you very much, doctor. This time of the back foot, man in the deep. Not a good over, you can say. He has strayed almost everywhere, straight down the leg side, bowled a full toss, bowled a full length ball. Maybe the over was given to see whether he gets the swing, but it was both sides of the wicket. Not a good start by the bowlers, whereas you can see the other side, Tigers were very, very consistent as far as their bowling was concerned. Hardly any wides were given away. The bowling was wicket to wicket. They got their early breakthrough because of the tight bowling. This time in the air, will it be a chance? And it's been taken. Finally a wicket. Finally a wicket here. Not a great ball. It's just you can say a slower ball that has deceived the left-hander. Just trying to chip in for a single. He chipped in straight to the short mid-wicket fielder, and a very happy came now Masters. They knew that Akhil Gaitonde is going to be a very, very good batter. He can play deep, he can play those 30s, and they are happy to see his back. It's 19 for 1, and wicket of the last ball of the second over. Expensive over, but Masters will take it. So one more ball left in this over. It's 19 for 1, 1.5. And it's get the new man, Siddhit Raiturkar. Very elegant player. And got a good technique as well. And consistently scores 20 for 1. And trying to bowl Siddhant Amodkar is his second over. And maybe the captain feels that he is more effective with the new ball. So that's the best chance to get a wicket. That was on the wickets, but very nicely played on the leg side. Should be a couple of runs. Dr. Prasad Gode trying to run after the ball. One thing very, very important here at MCC ground is the fielding. Fielding and running between the wickets is very, very important. You are not going to get consistent boundaries and sixes on this venue. But if you run couple of runs, convert ones into twos, twos into threes, then you can post a pretty decent total. So running between the wickets is a key aspect on this ground. This time wide. Not happy with that signal, but both the umpires are experienced one. Sandesh Gaonkar and Prashant Patil officiating the matches today. This time the ball kept a little lower, slightly wider. Uses the wrist very well, Siddhit Raiturkar. Even though you feel that I have bowled a wicket to wicket ball where he could almost be trapped in front of the wicket, but he gets those wrist right at the last moment and flicks it away on the leg side. Very good shot, clean shot. I told you, this elegant lad who drives the ball cleanly, especially likes to drive the ball in the covers and down the ground. And this is just the early part of the innings. Once you take a couple of runs, once you take singles, your feet also starts moving very well. At MCC Masters certainly will be looking more than a single wicket in the first 4-5 overs. They need to get couple, 3 will be better. That will make the match more interesting. But if Balkrishna Odarkar plays like he has been playing this season, it's going to be difficult to pick up his wickets. He's not only picked up 3 wickets, player of the match, but also picked good runs. Scored good runs as far as the last match is concerned. 30 plus for him. Cut away nicely. There was a shot of good length, but he's watching the ball carefully. The pace doesn't matter. It comes on nicely onto the bat. Just could not find the gap. A fit player, Rajaram Kondekar player, is patrolling that region of the extra covers. One more extra man on the offside. We're back with 6-3 field. Wide ball. Bowler feels it's not wide. It's not what bowler feels. Umpire feels is comfortably outside that guideline. Dr. Prasad Ghore has been moved from the slip region towards that offside, inside the ring, pecking that covers point region field. 5 fielders in that region. Oh, leading edge. Leading edge gets a single. They'll be hoping to that some things work in their favor, Masters. But having said that, I guess they should have kept that slip in place with a defensive mindset, trying to stop the run flow. They cannot get wickets. They have to put pressure, trying to keep some men in the catching position, which is not happening at the moment. It's a more sort of defensive approach from the Masters. That's a good shot. Right in his slot, and he goes hard down the ground. This is Balkrishna Odarkar at his best. He is playing very well up the order. Captain is playing very well for Tigers. Boundary to finish over number 3. They are going at more than 10 runs per over. It's 31 for 1. Nicely fielded. So they are persisting with Dr. Sarvesh Kamath just because he has got rid of Akhil Gaitonde. This time single on the offside. They are tapping along for singles, finding the gaps and also rotating the scoreboard. Balkrishna Odarkar has moved on to 17 with that single of just 11 balls. Siddhi Traidukar is going at a 100 strike rate, 6 of 6. So good form for Balkrishna Odarkar continues. Standing tall, upright, on the back foot, punching it in the covers. They are doing it very easily at the moment, looking in no trouble whatsoever. As far as Tigers is concerned, the wicket has eased. Whatever moisture content was there from the morning must have dried up. Oh, was there a chance? Difficult one. Chance of a run out. And not out, says the umpire. Good shot. That was a powerful shot from the batsman, Dr. Sarvesh Kamath. That was, you can say, evasive action. It struck in his hands. These catches are very difficult. They either stuck in your hands or they pop out. You cannot say that's a half chance. He had powerfully struck it, Balkrishna Odarkar. Opportunity was there for a run out at the striker's end. That was also missed. This time waiting for the ball to come onto him. Just nudging around on the leg side for a single. He is clear in his thoughts. If the ball is pitched, I'm going to go with a full bullet drive down the ground. And if the ball is not pitched, I'm going to get the singles. And that applause is working here for Tigers and Balkrishna Odarkar. Flicked away. Once again a misfield here. That's the difference so far between Tigers and Masters. The fielding has been very lackluster. They have started the fielding right from the first ball where they considered an extra run, and then it has continued. Well, one. Now it's time for Dr. Prasad Ghode, who has played his part beautifully as far as batting is concerned, and that's the reason that partnership got them to a score of more than 120. And now once again it's Dr. Prasad Ghode. That's a good shot. It was pitched up. He's trying to fly the ball. Prasad Ghode, his approach is right. He is going to fly the ball. He's going to bowl it slow in the air, trying to get the wickets. And they have to get wickets consistently, continuously. Otherwise, this match is going to end well within 20 overs. The body language also doesn't seem to be positive of Masters at the moment. They feel lost out in the middle. They feel that they are placed somewhere else. Feel lost out in the middle. They feel that they are placed somewhere else. It's like there is no one cheering for their bowlers. No one is showing any positive signs. They are just going with the momentum, going with the flow that Tigers are taking them. They got the spinner now. Let's see whether there is a spin and a purchase for Dr. Prasad Ghode on this wicket. It's flighting the ball. That's a nice thing. Should fly the ball Try to see if at all there is something on the wicket. Get wickets, that's the key. This was slightly wide and no chance for the fielder to cut that off. The pace was provided, it was quicker ball, wide. He just had to place the ball and timed it up perfectly. That's exactly what Balkrishna Odarkar has been, or Siddhit Raiturkar has been doing. He had to get that ball away from the backward of point and also from the covers. Boundary in this over. Bowling too slow and Siddhit knows it. He has got already a boundary in that over. There is no point in taking the risk here. Just doing it in a casual manner. They are just doing it slowly and steadily. No pressure whatsoever on the batters at the moment. 43 for 1, 4.4. Too much flight. Too slow in the air. Ample of time for the batter to watch that ball and play it off the back foot on the offside. What are the different things that can be done from the far end? This end, nothing has worked for the Masters at the moment. Is going all one-way traffic here. Tigers looking very strong. This is also played nicely up and over at the long on region. It was a full ball, made full toss, easily played by Siddhit Raiturkar. Second ball boundary in this over. One off the cut shot, one down the ground, and timing it very well, both these batters, and keeping the flow going. 5 gone, 48 for 1. A 48 for 1, and a change of bowling. They got Vallabh Kudakar. Let's see what Vallabh can do. Tigers are looking very, very comfortable. Both the batters out in the middle, getting the boundaries at ease, getting the singles as well. No pressure being put on by the fielders. The shoulders are dropping. They knew that is not a great total that has been posted by the batters. They failed in the batting department, and certainly that is being shown in the field as well. Nicely played, watchfully played in the point region. Getting the singles, you can see that the fielders are on the edge of the inside ring, the 30-yard circle. This should have been, I guess, slightly up a boundary conceding here. I think anyhow they'll be going for those loose balls, but they need to stop those boundaries. They need to stop those singles as well, so that they can create some pressure on the batters to play a wrong shot, which is also not happening. That's the defensive mindset of Masters at the moment. And you can see Dr. Satyesh Kamath coming slightly in front in that short covers. I think that's the right approach. $50 up here for MCC Tigers in the 6th over. Going at a pretty good run rate at the moment. 75 runs required in lots of balls. That is 88 balls to spare. Less than 6 runs per over, less than around 5 runs per over, which is not a difficult task. In the air, slightly in the air, chance of a run out at the keeper's end, but he was back in. Good calling from Siddhit Raiturkar. A good shot nevertheless. Only thing he could not find a gap, but now I can see a little positive here from the Masters camp. Anup Kutsarkar getting that one man from the deep or from the leg side towards that short point region. Wide here. One good ball, and there comes the pressure releaser. If they had got one more dot ball or another 2 dot balls, Balkrishna Darkar could have done something, but did not time it well. Siddhit did not time it well. Siddhit. How many options are there for the captains of Masters? Anup Kutsarkar. This is full toss as well. And ricocheting off the bowler himself and going towards the mid-off region, wide mid-off region for a single. Another over goes without a wicket and is 6 gone, 53 for 1. That's a good ball from Angat Panginkar. And now it is much better that Dr. Prasad Gode is trying to stop that single which is played in the short point region. That is short covers as well. Trying to stop the singles. Now that long off as well coming inside. That's a good approach. That's a positive intent here from Masters. This is in the air and taken. I saw that pressure being put up by the fielders coming inside, and that has paved the way for the second wicket here for the Masters. A wrong shot, a false shot, an outside edge. Anup Kutsarkar, the captain, was placed nicely and he doesn't commit any mistake. Second wicket going down for Masters. Siddhit Raiturkar goes back in the pavilion at the score of 53. So Angat Pangirkar getting the crucial breakthrough here for Masters. This partnership was taking the game away from the Masters. And Siddhit Raiturkar goes back into the pavilion. In comes the new batter. So the man who has taken the most wickets and with a very good spell of left arm orthodox bowling has come on in the middle overs. At the number 4 position is Vikram Gaitonde. So left hand, right hand combination. Balkrishna Darkar is playing very well for his 22 of just 18 balls. Is looking steady at the other end. That wicket, just because of the pressure being put up by the fielders inside the offside, that has paved the way. Is it a slight opening that was required for Masters? Now you can see a little bit of more intent. The field from Penginkar stopping the ball, not allowing the batter to get off the mark of the very first ball. That pressure has to be put on. Just cannot give away easy runs. Placed sleep as well, a gully as well. So more pressure. Good at the moment. Good strategy from the Masters. Oh! And he's out. LBW looks to be trying to play it on the leg side. And look at the Masters. The pressure is definitely working. And Tigers have lost a second wicket in a row. Just a ball for Vikram Gaitonde to play. And that second ball, he is plumb in front of the wicket. Thought for a while, the umpire, and he has made this decision, and looks to be a right decision at the moment when we see the replays clearly. Yes, pitched in line, trying to leg glance it, and looks to be plumb in front of the wicket. You can see the appeal there. He knew, the keeper knew, the bowler knew that it was out, and umpire has no hesitation to give it out. Third wicket down at the score of 53. See what one wicket does. One can get you two in cricket, and that's exactly what has happened. Partnership that was looking steady. Siddhit Rai Turkar and Balkrishna Darkar. Siddhit gone, and that same over. Second wicket for Angan Penginkar. He was being beaten at the highest points by Masters, and he is proving he is worth, if not in batting, now in bowling department. Angad Penginkar, the all-rounder, doing a fabulous job for Masters at the moment. So Vaibhav Naik marshalling his troop, although captain is Anup Kutsarkar, but definitely with experience. Anup must have also told, just like how Virat Kohli and Rohit Sharma does it sometimes out in the middle. Experience behind the wickets is much more easy to know exactly where the fielders are placed. That's a good shot. That's a classy shot. What an elegant looking shot here to get himself off the mark and releasing all the pressure that was being piled upon by the Masters. Fit to the pit of the ball, timing it and gracefully playing it in the covers. Fine shot to get yourself the confidence going. So Vikrant Prabhu, normally for his other teams when he plays for Municipality Panchayat, he comes a little bit down the order, but make no man's. He is a fine player, good all-rounder. We have seen his bowling abilities, and now that shot will definitely prove his metal worth as far as batting is concerned. A classy shot to get himself off the mark. This time straying down the leg side. So the pressure that was put up by the two wickets suddenly has been released with a boundary, and now a wide takes the score to 58. We are just into the 7th over. Oh no, wide again. Two wickets must have got the ball a little excited. And in that excitement, he has lost his line, he has lost his length, and I saw Dr. Satyaj Kamath stretching a bit, maybe a signal from the captain and the keeper as well. Oh no, that was a full toss, that was a freebie. That was a freebie. You could have put it anywhere. He chosen a mid-wicket as the region and an easy boundary. So Angad Penginkar, who looked good, finally gives away two boundaries and couple of wides as well. And although he picks up wicket, but you can say an expensive over in the context of the game. 7 gone is 63 for 3. So good shot here from Balakrishna Adarkar. Dr. Satyesh Kamath going after the ball. And first he thought maybe a single is enough. Then maybe he thought a couple was there for the taking. But good thing here from Vikrant Prabhu. He said no directly. Sometimes the problem is once you think in your mind that it's going to be a single, then you think of a couple after a while. And that's where that communication gap happens and run-outs happen between the batters out in the middle. So Vikrant Prabhu thinking, no, we have to get a... So Vikrant, the fielders going towards the edge of the circle, and for Balakrishna Adarkar slightly inside. Coming in inside, maybe they feel that he's slightly tired after playing a knock in the 20s. Although it's not as hot and humid as it is in the month of October, or for that month of November, or maybe in the month of May. So I guess Balakrishna Adarkar, popularly known as Pinty, will definitely not bothered about draining some fluids from his body. It's been replenished time and again from the management when there is a gap in between the overs. .67 for 3. .56 runs required of 73 balls. Still well within the reach. No problem as far as if the wickets are kept in hand. Vallabh continuing with his second over. Not a bad over from Vallabh, but they need wickets. Just like how Angad Pengirkar got them 2 wickets, they need one more over of that, so they are getting 2 wickets for them in a single over. So at the moment, Tigers still going very strong, 67 for 3 in 8. Bowling change here. Angad Pengirkar, although picked up the wickets, he has been taken out of the attack, and now Dr. Prasad Gode, the off spinner, has been brought from the far end. The idea is to get a wicket. Angad Pengirkar, although picked up wickets, but he was expensive, getting 2 boundaries, and the pace was also given for Vikrant Prabhu to work along for those boundaries. So the captain thinking, maybe I should get Dr. Prasad Gode, who can bowl and flight the ball well. Played in the cover, chance of a run out. Oh, there was a hesitation out in the middle, but finally Vikrant with his quick legs makes it comfortably at the non-striker's end. Hesitation was there from the Balakrishna Adarkar, I feel. Maybe it feels that he has timed it so well that it went straight in the hands of the fielder, but it was slightly misfielded, so they gave a chance, gave an opportunity for a single. Good bowling here from Dr. Prasad Gode, giving no pace whatsoever. This time he played a good shot. This time in the slots, down the ground. Balakrishna Adarkar moves into 25. Vikrant also moves into double digits. 11 for him. Once again, another partnership building. .69 at the moment. Target is 125. That's slow in the air. Waited for that ball. So not providing the pace. A good piece of bowling from the far end compared to what he bowled in the first over from the pavilion end. Was very inconsistent as far as the trajectory was concerned. This time the big one. Slugged it away over the square leg region for a good 6. A huge one, in fact. Dr. Prasad Gode flighting too much. Flighting way too high, and it was in the slot and ample of time. Finally a 6 for The MCC Tigers is coming from the bat of Vikrant Prabhu, gone out of the ground and need a little bit of searching from the players and the umpires. Meanwhile, we'll take a break. Going very strong MCC Tigers at 75 for 3 in 8.5 overs. From 76 for 3. So in comes one more bowling change. Dr. Satyesh Kamath. The game is drifting away. They need to do something and need to do something very, very quickly. Otherwise, the match can be quite over within 15-16 overs. They need to get wickets, just like how Angad Pangirkar did and struck a couple in his over. Nicely flicked away, nicely timed as well. And the fielder in the deep, by the time he gathers the ball, throws it to the keeper. Two were comfortably taken. This is big ground, so couple are going to be easy once it is placed nicely away from the fielder. And that's the strong point of this MCC Tiger side. They have got many youngsters who can field well, who can bowl well, and also gets a couple as far as running between the wickets is concerned. That was not seen as far as the Masters was there when they were batting. Vikram Gaitonde, although he went early, but he's a youngster who can pick up a couple, convert twos into threes, and also stop a few runs in the boundary, just like Siddhit Raiturkar and Vikrant Prabhu. Siddesh Alvekar. Trying to be playing that on the leg side, just trying to chip it for a single. So catch taken. Balakrishna Adarkar finally goes back into the pavilion. This was the wicket that was required. Flighted ball, went for it, and a right choice. You cannot say it was a wrong shot. He timed it well, but could not gather the distance. Falling short by 5 meters at least, and catch taken cleanly. So the wicket that was being searched finally was found by Dr. Satyesh Kamath. And a very good innings from Balakrishna Adarkar. Consistency is going for him as far as batting and bowling is concerned. Once again, captain's knock, and he's been applauded by the teammates. But I think he has done his part. And now it is Sachin Kenkre. Sam down the leg side, a wide signal. So takes the score to 81. 80, beg your pardon. Sometimes Goa Livecast. Okay, who is doing? So it's 80. Sometimes since the score is updated little slowly, I feel that it is yet to be updated. So I post a scoreboard as the next one, but it was not to be. This time it was quicker and I was slower. So that makes it halfway past the innings, and it's 10 gone, 80 for 4. 4 wickets have been taken by Masters. That will still keep them in the race. If they can bowl well, if they can field well and take their catches, just like the catch of Balakrishna Adarkar, certainly they can come back in this race. This cricket match is going to be interesting in the next half, and it's going to be changing bowling from the pavilion end as well. Oh, big appeal, and he's been trapped in front. Out, LBW. Raja Ramkundekar just comes in and picks up a wicket of the very first ball. What a breakthrough here. What a breakthrough. Suddenly it has gone pumped up the spirits of MCC Masters. 2 wickets in quick succession. It was Balakrishna Adarkar in the last over against Dr. Satyesh Kamath, where he went for the big shot, and now it is the wicket of Vikrant Prabhu. What a ball here from Raja Ramkundekar. He's a handy cricketer. Trapped in front of the wicket. Absolutely plumb. Look at the appeal there from behind the wickets, and also from Raja Ramkundekar. He is very happy. He's got his team back into the fray, back into the race of hope. And that's the hope only that gets us or all the cricketers alive. 80 for 5 in 10.1. Now it's going to be interesting. Now the fielding will also pump up. The fielders will come in close to save those singles. So it's going to be interesting now. Tigers, who were looking very comfortable just a while ago, are suddenly struggling. 5 wickets gone down, and now both the new batters onto the wicket, who have not got a single run on the board for them. Missed out an opportunity as far as batting is concerned, but certainly has made it up so far with bowling, getting the wicket of the very first ball. Oh, wide. That's the problem. Angat Prangitkar also done it as a fast bowler when he got 2 wickets, suddenly bowled 2 wides, then 2 boundaries against his name, was taken out of the attack. And see him warm up, getting warmed himself. So maybe they will be trying him after this over. This time played for a single. And a wide down the leg side. Second wide. Whatever pressure was being built has been negated here by those wides and a few loose balls. Oh, this is short. Rajaram Kundekar. Yeah, he's a very, very fit player. Plays very good cricket, plays good badminton as well, plays good long tennis, and wins as well. It's not that he's a good true all-rounder as far as different sports is concerned. Kept himself fit. Bid for quite a good prize by Masters. They know the worth of this man. This time wide, another wide. That's the problem with Masters. The consistency is missing. Consistency as far as batting is concerned, and also the fielding, and now in bowling department. They pick up a wicket, they pick a couple of wickets, and then they give away the grip of the game. Oh, Rajaram Kundekar gets one more. That's the problem. When you are getting bowling down the leg side, then you are bowling outside off stump, and suddenly you get one good ball. You are absolutely clueless. No defense is there. The ball was pitched full and wrong shots being played by the batters. 6 wickets down. All the wides have been given away. Runs have been given away by Masters here, but still they are coming back by the wickets from Rajaram Kundekar. This match is turning out to be interesting. Tigers are losing the plot. The strong hold on the grip that they have had put by the opening batters, and also the middle order has been lost away by the lower middle order. $85 for 6, 10.4 overs. Who would have thought it? Nikhil Dangi would have thought it just a while ago when they were just 3 down and they were going quite comfortably. Then it was the wicket of Balakrishna Odarkar which was taken in the deep, and now 2 wickets by Rajaram Kundekar. Wicket of the very first ball, and now clean bowled. See, this is cricket. This is how the cricket goes. That's why we love this game. You have cannot be assured that this match is going to go a certain direction. There are always mysteries in every game that we see, and mysteries here in this game as well. And appeal from behind a wicket from Vaibhav Nayak, but nothing, no one moved, absolutely, not even the bowler. And that dot ball will finish an over from Rajaram Kundekar. Although he fouled few wides, but the most important part of this match for Masters are the wickets column, and that he has picked two in this over. It's 86 for 6, 39 runs required in 54 balls. This time driven nicely. There is no man in the deep. This was fully pitched and it drives it nicely in the covers region. Well, I don't understand this Floyd. There is no man in the deep. I think the field placement has been a little wrong here. Because if the bowler is trying to bowl outside the off stump, there should be protection in the deep, which was not there. And now they got this man in the deep. So a mistake here, costing 4 runs. Otherwise, it could have been just a single. Siddesh Alvekar and Sachin Kenkre on the crease now. They got good batting in the lower middle order as well. Siddesh Alvekar flicking it away, looking for a couple. He is very quick. I told you they've got quick youngsters who can score some quick runs. Siddesh Amonkar is off the radar today. Yeah, he's not looking the one who bowls consistently that 3/4 length and can move the ball both the ways. He has missed his line, he's missed his length, and that's why he has been slightly costly in this match. 24 runs in a contest where they have to defend 124 runs is, you can say, slightly expensive. He still can get this act right, just like how Rajaram Kundekar and Angad got 2 wickets. If we can get a wicket here in this over, certainly can make the match in favor of the Masters. Siddesh Alvekar is a very, very good all-rounder. He knows the job in his hand. He has played an innings like this many a times in MCL seasons and also in various other tournaments. That's why he is a highly rated cricketer as far as leather ball is concerned, Siddesh Alvekar. And a task cut out. Still there is batting depth. You cannot say the Tigers have got the lower order now. The tail ender is definitely not. They got the batting. This is a good length. This is a good line that Siddesh Amonkar can bowl. If he can bowl it consistently for the next few balls that are left in the over, then he can create a chance, an opportunity for himself and the team. Oh, once again, this is a length, drivable length, but it's not drivable. He had to play it on the rise, on the up. So finally a good over here from Siddesh Amonkar, but he is wicketless in his wickets column. That will finish his overs as well. 25 without a wicket. End of 12 overs, 93 for 6. Driven nicely for a single. A no ball is signal here. It's going to be free hit. So it was bounced twice before it reached the batter. That's the reason why it's a no ball and it's going to be a free hit. Very unlike Rajaram Kunekar. But still, he can pick up another 2 wickets. Last over also he was inconsistent, bowling down the leg side, wide outside off stump, but he picked up 2 wickets. Oh, this is not correct here. This is not right. Rajaram Kunekar is missing it altogether and gets a boundary. He knows. Very good piece of batting. Although it's a full toss, but it needed to be put away and he put it across the backward square leg region for a boundary. That's the problem with Masters here. Is the consistency, is the level that they have played. They have got into the game by picking up 2 wickets in the previous over of Rajaram Kunekar, but then once again the lapse of concentration from Rajaram and given few easy runs. Again played nicely. Should be looking for a couple, but that's a good fielder. Siddesh Amonkar, you cannot take chances with his arm. So they've got Siddesh, they've got Angat Panginkar patrolling that boundaries at the mid wicket and long on vision. 24 required of 47. The asking run rate is not much. It says deep down. These are young legs, these are fresh legs, and they will score quick runs easily if the bowling is not up to the mark. This is also a full toss. This is beautifully timed shot. And Angat Panginkar is patrolling. That is missing. That zest is missing. That line and length that requires to pick up wickets is missing from Rajaram Kunekar. He's been bowling full tosses. He's been bowling 2 bounces. Balls and outside off stump as well, down the leg side. Once again, oh, this is nicely played. He finds the gap. There was a gap of just 10 meters. The ball is racing towards the fence. Very well fielded here by Dr. Satyesh Kamath. And he throws it back to the bowler. 3 runs comfortably taken by the batters. And now Tigers camp once again, after a little lull period, is looking very happy, very excited. They feel that yes, these 2 men are doing a good job out in the middle. They are picking the boundaries. They are not bogging down. They are taking the runs easily at this moment. They are playing the shots as well. They are not afraid to play the shots and misfield. So nothing going wrong for Masters after those 2 wickets were taken by Rajaram Kunekar. No ball. Once again a no ball. Only 3 fielders were inside. So Masters are missing it altogether. 2 no balls, 2 free hits provided in a close match. Well, it's a lot to think about for Masters. It's going to be a free hit now. Coming down the track is a free hit. So definitely he's going to be not out. So it's a big appeal. Vaibhav Naik was hoping for a run out at that stage. And it was a free hit. So he was not going for the run. That's the point here. So definitely not going to be a run out opportunity. Umpire is clarifying the fact there. So all is okay. Vaibhav was excited, just trying to get a wicket here. It was a free hit, and mind you, as per the rules, you can get out of a free hit with a run out, but he was definitely not going to take for a single. He was just coming back, and even if that was outside the crease, it was going to be stump. So it will be interesting to know what update we get from the umpires of that appeal later on. But the batsman stays, and that's the right decision, I feel. 107 for 6 in 12.4. Just 18 more runs required of 44 balls. The match is going away from Masters. Appeal, I think, is way too high. Just hoping something happens here. Rajaram Konekar. It was struck outside the off stump as well, way above the hip height, or you can say on the thighs. So definitely going above the stumps. They are going for the shot. They are playing the shots and they are timing it well as well. Finds the fielder just getting a single. 109 for 6 in 13 overs. 16 in 42. So this partnership has taken even the glimmer of hope that was there some time ago, and they are not even keeping the pace down. They are keeping the pace up with those flurry of shots, getting the boundaries, playing their shots, and that's a good sign. Positive intent is a good sign. 16 runs of 42, nothing as far as the bowlers is concerned. Is no trouble whatsoever when both these batters are out in the middle. This is in the air. This might be a catch opportunity and taken cleanly by Dr. Satish Kamath. This was not required by Siddesh Alvekar. The moment I say the match has been comfortably placed here for Tigers, suddenly Tigers lose the plot, lose a wicket, and Siddesh Alvekar commits a mistake. Catch taken cleanly here by Dr. Satish Kamath at the long off region, and one more perishes. His 7th wicket down at 109. Well. Is there any twist still left in this match? We have seen many a times 2 wickets falling twice in this game for the bowlers of Masters. Can it happen one more time? 109 for 7, still 16 runs required. Pressure being piled up on the new batter, Mangirish Kunde, who has too fast and bowling full, asking the batsmen to come in. Flows will not come away easily at this stage, but if when they get it, you should make it count. But the pressure is such that even the loose balls will be missed here. And he's flighting the ball. He's flighting it very well, Dr. Prasad Gore, and a wicket taking over comes to an end. Still, they are in the race. 14 more runs required. It's 111 for the loss of 7 wickets in 14 overs. Mangirish Kunde playing on 1 and Sachin Kekre playing on 10. Target is 125, so 40 balls. The asking run rate is not much. It's the wicket column that is going to be a little worry here for Masters. In fact, Tigers. Wallabh. Nicely played. Good shot. Good effort there from the fielder, but he's always going to be in the gap. Very well timed, very well placed here. Slightly short. Valiant effort from the fielder by Dr. Satish Kamath. He was never going to stop it the way it was timed crisply here by the batter. So 10 more runs required in 35 balls. A pretty decent shot here from Sachin Kenkare off the back foot. That's good square cut. This time nicely driven. Just restricting the batter, the fielder, to a single. And they will be happy with the single as well. The problem is Mangarish Kunde, even if he plays 4 dot balls, there won't be still pressure on Sachin Kenkare, because he can play the next over and get a few runs as well. So staying on the wicket is the key for Mangarish Kunde, which he has done well so far. Now the required runs have come into single digits. That will be much lesser pressure on the batters. This time played nicely. Down the leg side, just flicked away for a single in the deep square leg region. Just 8 more runs required. And he's caught behind. He's caught behind. That was a fantastic wicket keeping from Vaibhav Naik. It was an outside edge trying to drive the ball in the covers region, and a slight nick. Good catch taken by Vaibhav Naik, getting the 8th wicket down. And there is still something less in this match. There is a life in this match. Nikhil Dangi, 8 more runs required. Lots of ball to spare, but is somebody going to stay on the wicket and get those 8 runs is the questions. Will the question be answered? Venkat now. So here comes Venkat, and Wallabh chips in with a wicket at the crucial time. Asking run rate is not a point here. Asking run rate is not the matter of concern here for the Tigers. Is the wickets. 8 wickets down, 2 wickets remaining. Can Master pull off something spectacular here? Oh, that was close. And chance of a run out at the non-striker side. Venkat, oh my gosh! First that was an appeal for an LBW. Venkat was struggling at the non-striker's end. There was a run-out opportunity for the second time as well. Venkat finally makes it. Well, just 15 minutes ago, Venkat would never have thought he was just sitting quietly and happily in the dressing room that he would have been made to go out in the middle. But this is cricket. You can never be complacent, can never be thoughtful, the pre-thought that I will not get the batting or I will not get my chance. And that's what exactly has happened to Venkat. He has to go out in the middle and score those all-important 7 runs for his side. This time, a good piece of fielding here. If they could have dived and they could have saved some runs early in the innings, that could have been more runs required for Tigers at this stage. But slightly, you can say, slightly awry as far as fielding is concerned. And now, still 15 gone. It's 119 for 8 and 6 required in 30 balls. So 2 more wickets, 6 more runs. Who is going to get it first? Is it going to be the 2 wickets or is it going to be the 6 runs? And Angad Panginkar has been given the ball in his hand. So they are relying more on the medium pace bowlers and the spinners at this stage. Interesting ploy here. It's a two-edged sword with a medium pace bowler bowling. He can get you wickets as well, and he can be, if he bowls wide, he can provide you the pace and provide you the quick runs as well. So let's see whether this double-edged sword going in favor of the Masters or going against them to get Angad Panginkar to bowl in from the far end. Oh, that's wide ball from Angad Panginkar. Very happy with that wide. This every run, this every wide is worth a gold dust at this stage for Tigers. Well, 15-20 minutes ago, the Tigers were roaring high out in the middle, and suddenly they have been left stranded in the middle of the road. The jungle is all gone. 5 crucial runs. 5 crucial runs. Can he do it? Can they do it is the question. One more wide. One more wide. He's pleading to umpire. Don't call it a wide. But umpire says, oh, I'm sorry. I am have to follow MCC code of conduct, MCC rule. And for that, you are outside that guideline. Sorry, my dear friend, it's a wide ball. And just 4 more runs required. You are making your life more difficult by bowling those wide balls. The batsmen have to do nothing. Just leave the ball all alone. Mangresh Kunde and Venkat have to get their team home by getting those 4 runs. Can we see something miraculous and spectacular here from Masters? That's a good shot. That's a good shot. He can get the boundary and get the runs. Mangresh Kunde wins it for his side. Down the leg side, and he's showing his bat as if he has scored a 50 or a 100. But these are very, very valuable runs. He knows that he has done the job for his team. Whether it's a boundary or not, he has got winning runs for his side. And the Tigers are very, very happy. There was a moment, there was a 3-4 moments here in this match for Masters to get themselves back in this match. But it was the deep down batting and the consistency and you can say a lackluster bowling in some parts, in patches there from the Masters that costed them the match. Otherwise it was a great game of cricket. It was played in the spirits of the game, but finally Tigers were one up over the Masters, and they win it in the end, keeping some balls to spare but just 2 wickets in hand. So congratulations to MCC Tigers for winning this match, and Masters for putting up a good fight finally, but in spite of scoring a low total. So we'll see who is going to be the player of the match, but it's going to be time for the presentation. for winning this match in the end. A hard-fought game. It was turning one side and the other side every moment. But it's time for the presentation arena and to choose who is going to be adjudged the player of the match and also the bowler of the match. Player of the match, we will have our guest Sachin Kolwalkar and Amit Kamath, the member of MCC, is going to be present here along with Sachin Kolwalkar. So we are waiting for our guest and also to conclude the presentation ceremony of this first game of today's match. Kamath, who is going to greet him and escort him on stage. So requesting Amit Bab to please take out guest of the today's presentation ceremony. दोन्ही टीमीच्या प्लेयर्सांक रिक्वेस्ट करता मात जाता तितले बेगीन प्रेजेंटेशन अरिनाच्या मातशा मुखार येयात. सो हांव रिक्वेस्ट करता अमित बाब कामत जे मेंबर आसा एमसीसीचे तांणी आमच्या हेचे दिसाचे मुखेल सोयरे सचिन बाब कोलवाळकर हांकां एक पुष्पगुच्छ दिवन तांकां येवकार करचो आयच्या प्रेजेंटेशन सोहळ्याक. तशीच एक यादस्ती कशी भेटवण दिवची या दिसाक आयले आनी टायम काडलो म्हणून एमसीसी कडल्यान एक यादस्तीक भेटवण करतात सचिन बाब कोलवाळकराक. And now is time to give the best bowler of the match award, which is a cap which will be given from the hands of Advocate Sachin Baba Kolwalkar. And it was an easy decision for the jury, and we knew that where the ball was turning, and it was beautifully utilized by the bowlers, especially the spinners of Tigers. And the best bowler of this match goes to Vikram Gaitonde for 3 for 19. And Vikram, don't go anywhere. You are also the player of the match for your very good bowling performance of 3 for 19. Fantastic bowling performance gets you the player of the match award, which will be given from the hands of Mr. Sachin Kolwalkar. Yeah, Vikram, a wonderful performance. Just 2 words from you. You were captain won the toss, deciding to field first. So what was the difference? Because the D was there in the morning. So how different was it bowling in the morning part in the first innings?
Honestly speaking, the captain and the vice captain, they give and the coach, they give immense like confidence to us. And with two matches I failing, so it was to be like I had to perform. And bowling wise, right from the start there was turn. So I think all the bowlers bowled well, and the ball was turning. So it is always difficult for the batsman.
And what is the ploy when you bowl against the left-handers and the right-handers? So right-handers, you look much more comfortable with your line and length and your the variations and the arm ball that comes in. Is it something different that you do bowling for against the right-handers and left-handers, or is this just the same scenario?
No, it's just basic adjustment. So for the left-handers with the ball coming in, it's easier to hit. But for the right-handers, when the ball is turning, it is quite difficult, like for them.
But your batsman made your life little difficult in the second innings. Everyone thought that the match was quite comfortable for you, but suddenly lost a couple of times 2 wickets in the same over, and it went reeling.